Hey everyone, and welcome. So, if you're a civil engineering graduate, or maybe you're just nearing the finish line of your degree and you've been working incredibly hard prepping for a government job, well, you are exactly in the right place today. In this explainer, we're unpacking a massive career revelation that could literally change your entire trajectory. Look, I know firsthand just how much sweat, effort, and those brutal late-night study sessions go into earning a civil engineering degree. But today, we're going to channel all of that hard work into one highly specific, incredibly rewarding direction: the Coal India Management Trainee exam for 2026. Consider this your absolute, complete roadmap.
Let's be real for a second, right? What comes after B.Tech? It's the million-dollar question that keeps so many of us staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m. It's a huge crossroads in life. You step out of college, degree in hand, and bam, the sheer weight of expectations, the anxiety, the absolute career confusion, it all just hits you at once. The pressure to lock down a stable future is intense, and honestly, having too many options can feel totally paralyzing. So if you're feeling overwhelmed right now, trust me, it is completely normal. But what if we could take all that confusion and just replace it with total, actionable clarity?
And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're turning that anxiety into a rock-solid plan. Here's our step-by-step agenda for today. We're covering the golden opportunity, your responsibilities, the salary and security, the selection roadmap, your step-by-step prep strategy, and finally, the classic debate, M.Tech versus a PSU job. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's dive right into this. Section 1, the golden opportunity. Why Coal India Limited? Well, to really grasp the magnitude of this, you have to understand that Coal India isn't just any company. It's the absolute largest coal-producing PSU in the country. It is, quite literally, the backbone of our nation's energy grid. And because of that immense national scale, the rewards are massive. Honestly, consider this your call to adventure. Securing a position here means you are bagging that highly prestigious central government PSU experience. It completely wipes out those career anxieties because it offers ultimate job security. Plus, you get an excellent salary structure, which, trust me, we'll get into in a minute, rapid career growth, and the whole shebang is wrapped up in a cozy blanket of additional government benefits. This is the ultimate prize, guys. It's exactly the kind of unshakable stability every recent graduate dreams of. Moving right along to Section 2, your role and responsibilities. Let's talk about what life actually looks like as a management trainee. By coming in as an MT, you aren't fetching coffee. You are stepping straight into an entry-level executive role right at the beating heart of their operations.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how perfectly your day-to-day duties align with all those tough civil engineering courses you just survived. You're going to be directly managing massive construction projects, overseeing critical infrastructure maintenance, ensuring strict quality control, driving the project planning, and doing real hands-on site supervision. So you actually get to take your B.Tech knowledge out of the textbook and apply it in the real world. You'll be making calls that have tangible, massive physical impacts on huge industrial sites. All right, on to Section 3, the salary and security. Let's talk about the financial rewards, because wow, the financial motivator here is huge. It is absolutely one of the main reasons this path is worth every single ounce of your effort. Just let that number on the screen sink in for a second. 1,60,000 rupees. That is the upper limit of your initial management trainee pay scale, with your base pay starting right at 50,000. For a fresh graduate stepping into their very first major role, this kind of earning potential is completely life-changing. It's exactly the kind of figure that gives you that serious emotional drive to sit down, open the books, and get to work. But here is the absolute kicker. That base pay, that's literally just the beginning. Your monthly package goes so far beyond just a basic salary. We're talking dearness allowance, house rent allowance, fully comprehensive medical benefits, performance pay, and of course those rock-solid government retirement benefits. Because you're with a government PSU, your long-term future is virtually bulletproof. This isn't just about grabbing a monthly paycheck. It is about securing unparalleled financial peace of mind for decades to come. So clearly, the stakes are super high. But how do we actually get there? Let's jump into Section 4, your selection roadmap, the literal path to entry. Let's see how this builds, because conquering a massive exam like this requires breaking it down into bite-sized, achievable milestones. Understanding the simple 3-step process is basically your first strategic move. Step 1, the online computer-based test, or CBT. This is the main boss battle. If you clear this, you breeze right into Step 2, document verification, which is literally just proving you are who you say you are.
And finally, step 3 is a standard medical examination to make sure you're physically fit for the site. And that's it. Just 3 steps between you and that dream job. So really, your entire mental focus right now only needs to be on one single thing, crushing step 1, the CBT. Which brings us perfectly to section 5, our step-by-step prep strategy for winning that CBT. Now, if your heart rate just went up and you're feeling a little overwhelmed, take a deep breath. Passing this is entirely 100% possible if you use the right daily chunking strategy. All right, here are your 7 core heavy hitters. We're talking everything from strength of materials right through to transportation engineering. Now listen to me. Do not look at this as some giant, terrifying syllabus. No way. Frame this in your mind as your strategic checklist for victory. The strategy here is incredibly simple. You tackle one subject at a time, you master the foundational concepts of that subject, and then you immediately test yourself on previous year's questions before you even think about moving on to the next one. So the absolutely crucial point here is your daily battle plan. Look, you do not need to lock yourself in a room and study for 14 hours a day to crack this. Consistency is your absolute secret weapon here. All you need to do is block out just 3 to 4 hours of highly focused, distraction-free preparation every single day. That's it. Use the first 2 hours for theory and spend the rest hammering out problem solving. It's those small, daily disciplines that are going to create massive, life-altering results for you. Finally, we arrive at section 6, M.Tech or a PSU job, the ultimate choice. I know for a fact that nearly every single ambitious civil engineering student faces this exact, very relatable internal conflict. And this setup here brilliantly illustrates that mental tug of war. Over on the left, pursuing your M.Tech is undeniably a really solid option, especially if your main goal is specialized studies, deep research, or getting into academia. But then you look over at the right side, the Coal India PSU option. This gives you immediate career stability, a highly lucrative salary right out of the gate, and elite, hands-on, real-world experience. Because of that instant financial security and the pure prestige of the PSU badge, a lot of engineers choose to prioritize securing the PSU job first. Ultimately, yes, the final decision is going to depend on your own unique long-term goals. But honestly, the sheer value of that PSU stability, it really cannot be overstated. Which brings us to our final slide, and really the most important question of all. Will you start your preparation today? We've walked through the roadmap, we've looked at those unbelievable financial and career rewards, and we've totally demystified the prep strategy. The Coal India MT 2026 notification is an opportunity you simply cannot afford to sleep on. So don't wait for tomorrow. Make a solid commitment to your future self right now. Set aside those first 3 hours today, crack open those books, and start building the life you absolutely deserve. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on this explainer, and I wish you the absolute best of luck in your preparation journey. You've got this.